Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way, so look forward to seeing it.
Turning it on! A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They go to the ground. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Now setting up shop in the red zone. The give on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Owls offense has the ball for the first time. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Owls want to move quickly. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
He'll keep it himself. At the 45, on his way. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Leaves it with the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Terrell. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Terrell. Touchdown, Owls! A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Ready to fire from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Send the tight end in motion. Gonna run it. It's Terrell. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Takes it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Quick strike complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. To the 15. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You've got a big lead. Let's just keep...
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. To the air, it's McCown. Throws to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to them. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the tight end. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some... There he goes! Made a defender miss. Just keeps moving. Oh, another great move. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing that he's going to sit down when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The inside handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Rides the back on the option. The give. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. To the air on first down. He caught it. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Mooney. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game.
Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be third and long. Dropping back, it's McCown. Throws for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to go up top on first down. Works the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Dances away. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grab near the sticks. It's Kane. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Owls! Quick strike through the air for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They
blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Winfield. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's McCown. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Pulls it in. It's Terrell. On the move at the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Henry. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Snagged out of the air. Going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Owls.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's McCown. He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he will house it. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Finds the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Off the RPO, complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Florida Atlantic races to the line. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Hawkins. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
To the air on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. This time, he's got his man. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Gives it to the back on the draw. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Now they're going to throw it. Swings it out to the flat. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got the quick pass. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Owls! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Under fire. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but honestly, a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To throw, it's McCown. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. And to say this game has been entertaining would be a vast understatement. Let's go ahead and catch our breath for a moment and also catch up on the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Unleashes one deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe getting the quarterbacks.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Turning it on! He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's McCown. He's got him this time. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He's looking to pass. Big guy smells it. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. That's caught. It's Terrell. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going to throw deep right side. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the offense takes the field, eager to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's McCown. It's complete to the left. It's a seam wide open. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Working that left side now. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. He's got it. And they are in for the score here late in the 4th quarter.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Henry. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Back to pass on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Makes the catch. It's Pater late in the game.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An